Welcome everybody to the 15th edition of Getting to Know the One for the DUI, which is no longer sponsored, of course, by those, what do I want to call them today? Oh, I know. How about jabronis and lethal injection? Yay! That's right, lethal injection. I'm calling you jabronis. Ha ha ha. There's nothing you guys could do to stop me. Because I can say whatever I want. You know, I have some questions for today. Yes, I do. I have some good questions, as a matter of fact. But let's get to my first question, which, as I read it, I think people will get a feeling of who it's from. So let's get to it. Dear the One, I have questions for you. Why does a demented Jim insist on calling himself the Legend? We all know who the true Legend is, and does Jim know when he claims to be the Legend, all he is doing is pissing off the real Legend? Does Jim want GL to break him in half with the receipt? One more thing, why does RD, Ben, Jim, and even you, Juan, think you can fuss with me? My track record says I am a bad man. With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in a fight with the hands, I'm a bad man. Living in the streets all my life, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man, I'm a bad man. Oh my. Apparently this person is a bad man. And if you all guessed who that is, then I don't really need to say who that's from. Jim is a legend in some ways. Not like you, GL, but he is a legend in some ways. You gotta give him credit for that. He is the jobber icon. He was the last DWI jobber champion in the DWI history. Apparently he's back full time. He's bringing the jobber title with him. So he is a legend in his own right, but GL, you are the true legend of the DUI/DWI. And as for RD and Ben, I don't know why they're fussing with you. They didn't pin you at September Shockwave, that's for sure. As for me, I'm not fussing with you. I don't know what you're talking about, GL. I'm not fussing with you. What you talking about, GL? Let's get to the next question. Hey, Juan, I tried calling Doc and Game about you coming on my show to discuss issues. I really want to talk to you about this issue with the lady under your bed that you are keeping. What? Seriously, you should let her go. Last night we could hear all the noise. What? I wasn't even live last night. What? When are you going to let the poor girl go? There is no... Also, why don't you stop blaming Rugged Rebel and Lethal Injection for all your problems? Signed, Maury and NYC. Oh my. Maury, you have your information wrong. Again and again. My goodness, there is no girl under my bed. You all want to look under my bed? Feel free. Be my guest. You'll see there's no girl under my bed. And I wasn't even live last night, so how is there noise last night coming from here? Are you trying to like set up spy cameras or something in here, Maury? Is that what you're trying to do? That's not a bright idea. No, it's not. That's not a bright idea at all. My goodness. My next question now. Dear the One, as you saw at Autumn Assault, Lethal Injection member Triple H Game 99 lost to Tony Montini. Do you feel that Game and Doc's title reign is in jeopardy now with the loss to Tony Montini? We need to know what you're thinking. Signed, DUI Fans. Yes, at Autumn Assault, Triple H Game 99 lost to Tony Montini, which granted the Tiny Brothers a tag team title match. Now, I know Game and Doc will say they use brass knuckles, blah, blah, blah. They don't deserve a tag team title match, blah, blah, blah. The fact of the matter is, Ref never saw the brass knucks, if they were used, which I've looked over the footage, not totally sure if I've seen brass knucks. And, you know, Game and Doc didn't have to say before the match or pre-show or whatever that they would get a tag team title match if Tony Montini won. They could have said they would have a non-title match against Game and Doc at He Halloweeny. But no, they put their tag team titles on the line. So, in that respect, I think the Tiny Brothers have a step over Lethal Injection. I'm looking forward to the match. I can't predict who's going to win that match because Game and Doc has shown us time in, time out that they can overcome odds. But if I really have to put my money on a team to win, unfortunately I can't do it, but it's going to be a good match, and the Tinies have a strong chance of winning the DUI tag team titles. That is what I'm going to say about that. Dear the One. My. Did you see the beating Canaron gave me? I mean, my goodness. The Lethal Predator almost lost to Canaron. How could I stoop so low? Am I going to be the next one kicked out of Lethal Injection with the LI World title? Or are Game and Doc going to give me another chance since I'm a champion? Signed, Lethal Predator. Well, Lethal Predator, I believe they will give you another chance because you're their... Oh, I don't know how to say this. It seems like you're their Lethal Injection's golden boy. Ever since you joined Lethal Injection, you've held championships. So it seems like you're their golden boy. But is that a good thing or a curse? Because once you lose that championship to whoever, could be anybody, does that mean you're going to get kicked out? Or does that mean you're going to have to keep on fighting? I don't know. Kind of interesting, though. We'll have to see what the future holds. Dear the One. Wow. Even Triple H Game 99 lost to one of the Tiny Brothers, as I have a couple of times. Is there any chance that Lethal Injection can beat the Tiny Brothers? Because I know myself, I could not beat them at all. Signed, Kia. Wow, Kia. You're finally admitting it. Oh my goodness, way to go. Yay, way to go. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe there's a chance Lethal Injection can beat them. Maybe not. If I had to put my money on somebody, I know it's not you, Kia, because you haven't beaten them. No, you haven't, Kia. You haven't beaten them. And Game didn't. So we will see. We will see. And I'm going to save the final 2 or 3 questions. Yes, 3 questions for the next part of the show. So please stay tuned to Getting to Know the One.